Now that we know how to get in the air, let's skip some of the boring stuff and learn how to use the gun. You can always see the status and remaining ammunition for the gun in the dismiss page. Here we have 1150 round CM, or combat mix. Combat mix is a combination of armor piercing and high explosive rounds, making it a good general combat choice. If you're loaded with high explosive only, the CM will read HEI. HEI is good against infantry and assault vehicles, and much less so against armor like tanks. Also available are target practice rounds, in which the indicator will read TP. If the gun is jammed or damaged, the ammunition count will read as a series of X's. The primary sighting mode for the gun is the CCIP, or Continuously Calculated Impact Point. Simply put, when fired, your rounds will impact on the dot in the center of this circle if you are within range. If you're loaded with combat mix, there are two dots. The one in the center is your armor piercing rounds, and the lower one is the impact point of your HE rounds. This happens because the high explosive rounds don't fly as far after fired, but the difference decreases as range decreases, eventually to the point where they will merge. The range is displayed under the aiming reticle in nautical miles. The Gal 8 generally has a range of 2 nautical miles. You will get a visual cue when the gun is in range. The outer ring of the CCIP will begin to unwind. You are able to hit the target any time after the CCP begins to unwind. When the impact point is below the HUD, the CCIP will be a solid circle with an X in the center. We're approaching the easy range on the Hoggett training map now. There are soft-skinned vehicles on and around the X formed by the runways. When approaching the target, you want to be above 8,000 feet and at around 4 nautical miles. You want to cut the throttle and decrease pitch to align the CCIP with your desired target. Make very small, smooth adjustments to place the pipper on the target. When the pipper is on the target, press and hold the first stage of your trigger. This engages the Precision Attitude Control, or PAC, which will use the autopilot to attempt to keep the pipper in the same place where you engaged the PAC. This helps steady the aircraft on target and with recoil after you start firing. We're approaching the target, the CCIP is unwinding, so we are in range. Press the trigger fully and fire a healthy burst of 30mm at the target. A pilot with a high degree of skill can re-engage the same target again in 8 seconds. The CCIP has several modes. You can cycle them with DMS left and right with HUD as sensor of interest. Press Coolie Hat up to make HUD sensor of interest if it isn't already. The second mode is Gun Cross mode. It works exactly the same as CCIP, except it provides a less cluttered view. The next mode is the 4-8-12 sight. It has 3 wind-corrected dots representing ranges of 4,000, 8,000, and 12,000 feet. It's used when the CCIP can't create a solution because of a lack of altitude data. It simply takes a lot of practice to visually recognize what range you're at and which dot to use on the sight. The final sight is the 4,000 foot gun cross. It's similar to the CCIP gun cross visually, but it provides an accurate solution at only 4,000 foot slant range, equivalent to the top dot on the 4-8-12 sight. All of the gun sight modes are wind corrected, so you don't need to take that into consideration before shooting. When making a gun run, you don't want to fly straight in over the target. This gives air defenses an easy shot as you approach. You generally want to approach the target at an off angle, roll in hard, and place the target near the top center of your HUD frame, and let the pipper run up to your target, engage PAC, and fire. Done correctly, your final approach to target should take around 5 seconds. After firing, come off target and deploy countermeasures until you've recovered.